Well, I guess I'm live. It says you are live, so I guess I must be. Should I check my pulse? Yeah, I'm still breathing. Anyway, it's Susie Q96, and it's Monday, so it's time for the Lodo Coin Collecting Show. I'm going to try to remain as upbeat as possible. I'm going to tell you all right now, number one, I don't feel very good. I don't know what happened. About 20 minutes ago, all of a sudden I just felt really not good. And I think it might have been from where I ate today. But anyway, so I'm a little queasy wheezy. And I'm also a little depressed. I already told Handy Andy this story, but a few days ago, I have a grandnephew, I guess that's what he would be, who was not raised by my niece. He was raised by his father's parents. I really know him, but apparently he had a drug issue, and he and a couple of his friends decided they needed money for drugs and went out to commit an armed robbery. And he was the getaway car driver. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the whole big thing, but they got into a big police shootout, and my niece's son was killed in that shootout. So I just found out about it yesterday, so I'm still digesting that a little bit. So anyway, let me get off of that bad topic, but the reason that I mentioned it is that earlier in the very beginning of the stream, I posted a link just to see if a link would post, since that's been an issue with YouTube this week. And it just happened to be the link to the story about that. And so if anybody goes to that, I wanted you to understand why why that's in my stream. So anyway, it's been a real crazy day. This was the last decent day weather-wise that we're going to have for a while. Tomorrow we're supposed to have very, very cold temperatures and 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. So I went out and tried to get everything done that I need to do, excuse me, before Christmas. And I went and got my mail, and one of the perils of doing these live streams and calling everybody by whatever their moniker on YouTube is that you don't always know people's real names. So I got a beautiful Christmas card from a lady, and I'm not sure who she is, and I feel bad about that. But by what was written in it, it's obvious that it has to do with this channel, and it was mailed to the channel address. So Patricia, if you're out there, I don't know your YouTube name, but thank you very much for the beautiful card. And anyway, so that was my first weird thing. And then I went to the bank. I was going to try to scarf up some coins, and it looked like the bank was closing down, and there was a rush on the bank or something. I've never seen so many cars in line to get in the bank today. So I sat there for a while, and thought, well, I'm going to go wash my car, go to the car wash, get the quarters, do. So I drove over to the car wash. Every booth in the car wash was full. I got my quarters and I sat there and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, and everybody seemed to be detailing their cars or something. So finally I left without washing my car, but I did get our quarters. So we got that. And then I decided to go metal detecting for a short time, because I knew that starting tomorrow the weather was going to stink for at least a couple weeks. So I went, and it was not good. It was not good. I did not find a whole lot today, but I found out how to get into this one piece of city property, so I'll go back there another time. I was too tired by the time I hit that spot. As you can tell, I'm still tired. So anyway, then I came home, and I had a Christmas card on my front door from one of my neighbors, but I don't know who. Just says apartment so-and-so, so I don't know her name. So anyway, let me go back up here to the top and greet everybody that has wandered into this crazy place so far. Ready, we have Andy 73.6. We have the Lucky James Eller, Legit Surdoobs. I can't talk today. Bionic Bull 88, Mud Swat. All right, gang. Yes, we do have quarters. And speaking of, last week, when I spilled my Coke and couldn't find the book. Anyway, I couldn't find the statehood quarter book that we were working on, so I started a new one. Well, I found it. So now we got 2 of them working. And that's okay, because they're going to be for giveaways. So anyway, we've got 2 of these building now, and like I said, they're going to be for giveaways, so it's okay. Then we are still working on my national park, but you can tell how organized I am. I'm not even ready to do my show. Still working on my national park book. If we ever finish that one, we'll start another one. And I think I started a quarter book last week somewhere in this mess. I thought I did. That's not it. I'll find it in a minute. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Oh, I'm so goofy. Well, oh, I know where they are. I see them. I got them. There they are. Washington quarters. Indeed. All right. Now, some of you are probably horribly disappointed because there is no comment video tonight. And there's not going to be a giveaway tonight. Oh, everybody just left the room. The reason there's not going to be a giveaway tonight is starting on Christmas night on the 25th. That's when we start the 12 days of Christmas. I know you're seeing people doing 12 days of Christmas things all over the place, but in truth and factuality, the 12 days of Christmas do not start until Christmas Day and run for 12 days. And then the 13th day was the Epiphany. And the Epiphany is when the wise men actually arrived. So from December 25th to January 5th, and that's the 12 days of Christmas, and the 13th day is the Epiphany. So we will be doing giveaways every day for those 13 days, which is why there's no giveaway tonight, because I'm busy prepping the prizes, and I don't want to I just don't want to have too many that I can't mail them. But a little sneak preview, we have these little gifty boxes, and there will be at least 13. I may throw some extra ones in just to make it interesting. And when the person is chosen, they get to pick from a box from their little gift, and whatever is inside, that's what they get. Now, I'm giving you guys the sneak preview. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is going to be one of those, you got to be there to win things. And I'm sorry, but that's just how I'm going to do it. My game, I want people to actually be in here. So, anyway, that starts on Christmas. Yeah, it is. It's like a tiny takeout container. I have a whole bunch of them. They're like little mini takeout containers, only we're taking out coins. So, yep, that's exactly. They use these a lot of times for party favors, to put party favors in. And we're going to have a little party. So, anyway, yeah. There we go. So, that's going to be starting. I'm going to try and get the video done tomorrow with all the information about the giveaway and what items you can possibly win. I've got a few things over here. I've got like this one is going to go in. This is excuse me, this is a Florida quarter, but this is one of the silver ones. So that's a pretty nice little prize. And then I got some other goodies. I'm going through my collection, and Papa Giorgio, work at a hospital dealing with a lot of COVID stuff. Yeah. I'm kind of stressed right now because I live in an apartment building that it's built like a motel or like a hotel, where you go out in the hall and, everybody's sharing the same hallway. And I know that there are COVID cases in our building. And I'm a little nervous about it because we have idiots here that don't want to take precautions. I had to do some laundry yesterday, and I was in the laundry room, and this gal came in, and she didn't have a mask or anything. And so when she got too close, I just went like this and said, could you please stop until I leave? I'm very high risk for COVID. And she just like went ballistic. Well, hell, F you, stomped out of the room. I'm like, dang, lady, I just asked you if you could wait like 60 seconds so I could leave, and then you could do whatever you want in there. But I'm walking around with Lysol spray and all this stuff, and I wear my mask, and then we got these idiots here that aren't. And it makes me very nervous because I have to share communal spaces with them. I have told my family members, do not come to this building. I went this week and had a COVID test, which fortunately came back negative. But Then this morning, somebody told me one of the people that lives downstairs had passed away, and I don't know if she passed away from COVID or what, but I have lost a family member already from it. So, yeah, Papa Giorgio has very good cause for being stressed out. That's for sure. And we appreciate that you're out there taking care of people. So, yeah, Mud Swat, I had one like that today at the post office. I had to mail Christmas cards and a few straggler packages and different things. And the Postal Service has little blocks on the floor marked out, every 6 feet. And this lady and her kid are like butt up against me. And they're wearing masks, but they're butt up against me. And I'm like, And so finally I said, excuse me, ma'am, but could you try to get a little bit closer to 6 feet away? I'm really high risk and I'm really trying to maintain social distancing. Well, I got on a mask. At least they had on masks. So the ones here in the apartments, they don't care. Yesterday I went in the laundry room and there were 4 or 5 discarded rubber gloves just laying around in there. And I mean, like, really, people? Come on. Be big kids. It's Christmas. All right. Well, anyway, enough of that crap. I'm going to try not to say any bad words. I heard through the grapevine that there was one of the other streams had an F-bomb dropped. But it wasn't me. Hello, TR. Hi, Steel Wool Queen. Did I miss anybody that I hadn't already said hi to? Coffee. Anyway. Alrighty. Without any further ado, I got to show you guys something. Last week, or maybe the week before last, I had a couple rolls of nickels, and we went through them live on camera, but we only went through them looking for like war nickels and older dates. And in the course of that, I missed all these. I'm not sure who that is. And I'm not even going to say the name. So, if anybody knows who that is or not. Sheena Smith. Hello, Jimmy Lakari. Anyway, I missed all these nickels that, like, this is one of the later ones with the buffalo, and I missed some of the Lewis and Clark things. Anyway, I missed 5 of them. So I caught them when I was rolling. If you think I don't go back through stuff when I'm rolling it up, there's the proof that I do, because I rescued all of those. Alrighty, well, like I said, we have 2 statehood quarters books because I found the lost one. I was pretty sure that's who that was. Yeah, he's off his feet, I think. I gotta check something real quick. I just gotta check something, I think. I gotta. Okay. Okay. Well, that what I was checking was when he's wearing those clothes, he's not a mod. When he's Kellen L, he's one of my mods. So that's what I was checking. I don't know why he's doing that in my stream. But I'd appreciate it if you'd change your clothes, Kellen, and come back as Kellen, please. Anyway, I'm going to put on these gloves. And we might as well start with the, well, oh my goodness. I can't even put my gloves on today. Jeez Louise. Okay, and I'm not even intoxicated in any way, shape, or form. All right, let me move these out of the way real quick. And let me find the bowl with the state ones in, because I have 2 books. We're working on 2. If I can fill one of them up here before the 25th. Yeah, really. It did look a little like Mickey Mouse Club. I was sure Mickey Mouse in the production anyway. Anyway, I got both of these books. We're going to try and fill them up. If I get one full before the 12 Days of Christmas begins, one of them will definitely be in the prize package. Oh, I guess it would help if I got this little important thing down here. The microscope. I have no space over here. All right. Let me get the scope, which M3 has been playing with again. All righty. That looks like the right one. I bought M3 a new bed for Christmas, and I came home from the store and I set all my stuff down on the bed so I could use the restroom, and I came back and he was already on the bed. So I guess that's not going to get under the Christmas tree. He has figured out right quick that that was for him and has laid claim to it. So he may not make an appearance because he's in the other room snuggled up in his new kitty bed. All righty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, M has definitely unfocused everything. Let's see if we can put everything back the way it was. He might not have done this. I might have done this. I actually had cleared this table yesterday because I was making metal detecting videos. Yes, it's true. I did actually work on metal detecting videos. I managed to put 3 out last week. Pretty amazing. I don't see any extra leaves on that corn, but let's see if we need Wisconsin in either one of these books. Yep, it is necessary. In that book, it is claimed. Next. Now, the one good thing about doing 2 books at a time, and I have a better chance of not getting skunked. Tennessee. Yeah, that one will go in here too. Yeah, maybe Christmas Eve I will try to consolidate the 2 if I haven't filled one up yet, and make sure that at least one gets full, or as close as it's going to get to full. I don't know why, but there seems to be an overabundance of New Hampshire quarters. I got 3 of them back the other day in change in 3 different stores, not from the same roll. So, strange noises. I don't know what that was. Too funny. Oh, my home, Virginia. Maybe a quarter fell out. I don't know. Let's see if we need this in the other bag. 2 books and didn't need it in either one of them. Another Wisconsin. I don't know that we need it, but we will. Wisconsin is done. Who just booted who? Oh, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi booted you. I was saying, I didn't boot anybody. I was good. Delaware. When I was a kid, there used to be a big joke. What did Delaware? The answer, of course, was clothes. Jaji, Music Man coins. Okay. Got a second name change of the day there. Oh, by the way, that other coin did go in one of the books. This is kind of weird doing 2 books at the same time. Oh, my goodness. Need the Arizona. So, Jaji, you're going to tell me about that name change there? Ew, that is a nasty looking piece there. I wouldn't put that in a book. Would not ever put that one in a book. West Virginia. Yes, I know, but I'm having to do 2 books, so I have to look at 2 of them. Oh my gosh, this is really gross. Oh, this is, I gotta send this one to Stormin CA. This is perfect. Stormin calls cruddy coins Vegas coins. Well, this is about the cruddiest quarter in the bunch, and it is from Nevada, so this is no doubt a Vegas coin. And I'm going to set that aside. Next time I send something to Stormin CA, that's going along with it. Pinpoint Plugger's metal detecting. I used to know a girl named Ina in high school, and I always felt bad going down the hall going, "Hi, Ina." Think on that one for a minute. That's a real story too. I wonder if that girl's parents did that on purpose. Oh, Jaji, my friend. Sound recording engineer for 20 years. I learned how to mix sound back in the days of analog. I worked for student government productions at my college. And the gentleman who taught me to mix sound is now the senior sound engineer at the largest live venue sound company in the world. So I learned from I truly learned from the best. I'm not going to give his name, but If you're smart enough to figure out what company is I was referring to, you'll be able to find out who he is. But yeah, I think about often how I did not realize how blessed I was at the time. One time, a few years back, he told me he was thinking about paying for me to come over to Nashville and just sit in a room with a bunch of newbies who were applying for jobs at his company, and basically just have me embarrass and humiliate them with how little they actually knew. I did not do it, but it sounds like a good idea sometimes. There's a school in my hometown now that cranks out what I call wasted paper degrees for broadcasting and sound engineering and that sort of things. And most of the people that go there don't know how to do anything. They just accept they paid a lot of money and got a piece of paper that said they can mix sound. I've had to rescue many of them, so that's how I know they can't. Got a space for the Hawaii. Speaking of, my grandniece is in town for Christmas from Hawaii. After I finish this section, I'm going to have to get up and turn the heat off. This heating unit, the vent is right above my computer, and I'm kind of roasting. Oh, there's a clean Nevada one. I'll use that one. So I'm just setting that there temporarily. I gotta figure out what I'm up to here. So yeah, sometime tomorrow or Wednesday, there will be a video explaining how the 12 days of Christmas are going to work and telling you what some of the prizes are. Some of them I'm not going to tell you because they're in those, just like a little element of surprise. Or as my nephew used to say when he was little, he called it the elephant of surprise. That's what he thought it was, the elephant of surprise. It's like if any of you remember a book called The World According to Garp, Garp's son thought it was the undertoad and kept waiting in the water for a giant toad to get him. We found a couple of W's in here, Pinpoint, from the car wash. Hey, Robert! Robert Saves History is in the house. What am I looking for here? Oh, yeah, I remember Florida. I was raised there. Now I'm afraid to go there because it's covered in Corona. I started writing a parody song based on the song My Sharona, called My Corona. I'm sure a lot of people have done that, but every one of them would be different because it would all be different people's outlook toward the coronavirus. I have tried to maintain a sense of humor about all this. It has been a little hard on me. I've had to move. I've just, yeah. A lot of things I had to do that I did not plan to do last year, and I'm not the only one. So I don't want to make it sound like I think I am by any sense of the word. But I sure hope next year's better. Because this really stunk. And it stunk for pretty much everybody across the board. I don't think there's any person probably in the world. No, I didn't find two W's right now. I said we have found two W's in the stream. I think I found one last week, and then I found one about 3-4 weeks ago. I got them set off to the side here, actually. This is a planchet that I found. Yeah, the first W I found was on November 16th. We found this San Antonio Mission W. And then last week on the 14th, from the car wash, we got, I think this is the 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller 2020. So we've gotten two recently out of the car wash. I always check. And I have some other W's that didn't come out of the car wash that are in my own collection. But the reason that those excite me so much is because when I do this car wash thing, anybody can collect coins by going to the car wash and getting you a little book from Littleton or whoever. Whitman, doesn't matter. Well, for the car wash coins, it really doesn't matter. But I left a lady down in Georgia who every week she and her grandson go through her husband's poker winnings, and they check in there for coins for their books, and then after that he's allowed to play poker with them again. But they have a good time doing it. Her grandson learned where all the states in the United States are, because whenever they get a coin from a different state, he looks it up on the map. I think he's 7 or 8, and he knows where every state is and why all the different things are on their coins. So it's a learning experience that really doesn't cost very much to do. And I just think I did it to prove a point, and I have completed a state quarters book from the car wash. I have pulled W's from the car wash. So I'm to a point where I'm trying to finish up the National Park series. Marty nuts about digging in coins. How you doing, bud? I went out digging today. It was not very fruitful, but I was glad to be out there because I know that the weather is going to be awful starting tomorrow, and I'm grabbing every opportunity I can now that my ribs have healed up to get out I was lucky the ground, not only was the ground not frozen, but I was actually able to dig some decent plugs today because the ground was saturated. It wasn't muddy, but it was soft. And I was able to take advantage of that. And there's another one going in the book. The state of Iowa, which is where I was born, way back in the dark ages. I think it's funny. I was born in a hospital that doesn't exist anymore, and now it's an old folks home. And I have several relatives who think I should move back there. Actually, it's not the same original building, but this is one of the things I want to do if this corona mess ever backs off, is go metal detecting in Iowa. I know some great places to go up there. There's one I want to, I don't know if I can get, I can probably get permission to go there, but it's an area where two rivers kind of come together, and that area has flooded and washed houses and all kinds of things down through there multiple times. And I'm pretty sure there's probably stuff all around there from some of those houses, including my cousin's house, that they put everything up on the second floor, thought it would be, and the house was up on stilts, thought it would be safe, and it was not, and they lost a whole lot of stuff. But I would like to go down there and detect and see if maybe I could find some of the things that they lost. I don't know that they own that property anymore, though. Yeah, I'm down to the last 6. Like I said, if by Christmas Eve I have not filled one of these books, I'm going to consolidate them. It was actually my intent to consolidate them anyway, but I didn't. I was just happy to find the missing book. I found it because I spilled that Coke all over myself last week, and the next day I had to get down there and clean it all up. And when I did so, I found where my little book was hiding and was able to rescue it. And fortunately, it did not get any soda in it. So, hey, Mr. Surfer, there is no comment video today. They're not commenting. No comment. Oh, Louisiana. I have a cousin that lives there part of the time. Down there with the Cajun folks. She's an artiste. I bet 2 or 3 people are mad at me because I'm not giving anything away, and they probably have given me a thumbs down and left. But yeah, I'll make up for it when I start giving away the 12 days of Christmas. So that's just how that's going to work. I had to make that executive decision so that I would have adequate money for the postage to mail out the prizes from said 12 days of Christmas. Oh, I don't speak French. Sorry, I don't speak French. I speak a little bit of Spanish and even less German. I took German in high school and I have forgotten every bit of it because the only reason I took German was my great-grandmother would reward me by sending me coins in the mail, usually $50, if I wrote her a letter that was in all or in part written in German, because my mother's family is German. So I liked getting those coins in the mail. And so I took German in high school for a bit. And then after she passed away, I never used it again. Yeah, I made it past that horrible 666 again. I won't be doing another one of those giveaways, that's for sure. Well, we did make some progress on both of these two books. And like I said, I will probably Christmas Eve, after I have finished doing all the packages, I will put these two together into one so we can include it in the giveaway. Oh yeah, and see, that's the other part of the giveaway that's a little tricky. Just because you're picking from boxes this big does not mean the prize is actually in the box. There might be a piece of paper in that box directing to a prize that would not fit in the container. So got to keep that into consideration. Marty was born in Germany and can't speak German. I have a good friend who is of Mexican heritage. He has 9 brothers and sisters. He is the second oldest of that bunch. I speak more Spanish than he does. He failed Spanish in high school, and he's Mexican. So just because you were born there doesn't mean you speaking that language. I have a friend that was born in, he was born in Belgium, but he can barely speak English. All right, those are Dunner. Now, I told you guys I was going to have to make a quick adventure. I got to turn this heater off. It's right above my head, and I feel like I'm on the rotisserie. I got to turn it down. All righty, much more better. That thing was just like beating down on my head. It was hot. All righty, so next in line is whatever is in this bowl. I never did get to wash my car. That was the fun part about the whole thing. I sat there and waited, and people were still scrubbing their cars with the brush and waxing them, and I guess they're all getting ready to go somewhere for Christmas. So I got tired of waiting. I left. All righty, getting together with the kids for Christmas tonight. All right, Pinpoint. You have a good holiday. If we don't see you before then, happy hunting, happy holidays, and all of that good, all the happy, joy stuff. All of it. You can tell I've been watching Scrooge and all of the weird Christmas movies. Excuse me. All righty. So I've got these standard Washington Quarter books, archival quality books. They were published by Littleton and donated to the channel by Mr. Handy Andy 736. So I got quarters to try and place in these. These are also going to be giveaway books at some point. So let's flip over to the microscopical and see what we got in here. Ah, nice looking books. Okie dokie. You know, I have never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas. I guess maybe I should at some point, but I have not ever seen that movie. Oh my, I'm so out of touch. We got 1977. And we don't need that one. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody said the F word in their stream a couple nights ago. I can't remember who it was. Somebody want to refresh me on that so I can go back and see what all the excitement was about. I thought I was going to say it last week. Last Wednesday, I almost did. I had to stop myself because I was about to say a bad word. Don't need that. Yeah, I have been working on my metal detecting videos again. I had lost my little adapter that allowed my computer to read the mini HD cards. So I have found that now. So I'm able to start trying to play catch up a little bit. And to that end, I put out 4 videos this week. Outdid myself. Silver Seeker. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about it. I had put Silver Seeker on. I watch a lot of videos when I'm lying down, and I can't comment on them when I'm lying down, but I'm watching them on my TV. And I put Silver Seeker's live stream on and went to sleep. So the next day, I got up and everybody's like, oh my gosh, he said the F word. From what I understand, he was on for 5 or 6 hours. So, yeah, I can imagine getting tired enough to slip and say the F word. I got no problem with that. Yeah, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Can't do anything about it. Oh, yeah, you're right. Some streams, it's every second word. I try not to cuss, which for me is not always easy. But I was pretty close last week, boy. I was mad. I wasn't really mad. I was hurt. And I apologize for losing my cool over something I probably shouldn't have, but it's a done deal. Anyway, at least I didn't say the F word. So there is that. Well, my eyes don't want to focus tonight. 87p. I have a spot for that. Yeah, there's some of there's one guy I tried to watch his channel and I just couldn't. It was too much cussing. They had their live streams late, but I'm not going to mention who it is, but there's a guy and his girlfriend, and I just couldn't get into it. There was too much cussing, too much nasty jokes, and I worked in stock car racing where there's a lot of cussing and a lot of nasty jokes, but it just didn't seem appropriate in the coin collecting stream. So I quit watching that one. I mean, I just don't see the necessity for it in this context. I suppose maybe if I did something like that, everybody jumping like, oh my God, Susie Cast, Susie Cast. Yeah, but I don't say the F word. I do not F-bomb. And once in a while, I'll say that poopy word. But I don't cuss that much. Whew, bicentennial. Where's the bicentennial? Let's turn him around. Yeah, I really don't cuss that much. Put that one aside. I really don't cuss that much on live stream anyway. I have bleeped a few cuss words out of my metal detecting videos or edited them out, like I did the time I was doing the See It My Way 1 blind detecting thing, and I stabbed myself in the foot with my digging tool. Yeah, there was some bomb dropped right there, but I cut it out of the video. That hurt. That was not funny. That hurt. I probably should have left it in, but no. I was trying to be respectful. Boy, I need some new glasses. Oh, wait, these are my new glasses. Yeah, I can use that one. That's not the best specimen, but it'll hold the spot. Beep, 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 beep. That's not me cussing and bleeping. That's my metal detector going off. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I am. I'm sticking to that story. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Beep, 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 beep. Sound like one of the rock'em sock'em robot things. I was thinking today, every year as an adult, we get the strangest Christmas gifts, I think, as adults. I think we get Christmas gifts that we have absolutely no use for. I don't know. Do your families listen to you when you tell them what you want for Christmas, or do you have a list of things you want, and then you have a list of things that you actually got, and none of the items are on both lists? I think that's probably going to be what happens this year. None of the items will be on both lists. I love my family, but I don't think they really know me that well. And so what I wanted for Christmas, I'm sure I will not get. There's no way anybody in my family would even have a clue unless they watch my channel, and even then they might not. But I remember one year I got what I thought had to be the stupidest gift probably in all of gift giving history. I had a niece who got me button covers. They were little jingle bells that you put over the buttons on your sweater. All right, Marty's going to get his medicationals and some eggnog. Good night, Marty. Drive careful. Don't have the eggnog and the meds till you get home. Wait till you're safe before you start hitting meds and eggnog. $19.98. $19.98. Well, zippity-dee-dah. I need a cola flavored beverage, but I'm not bringing those rascals anywhere near my computer. It took me 2 days to clean up that stupid spilled Coke. So it's not coming over here. I will have it when the stream is over. Can use that one. I'd sure like to find some silver in here. Silver quarter is what started this whole thing. I was down in Georgia and I almost dropped a silver quarter into the car wash. And just as I had it right above the slot, I realized that the edge didn't have any copper shining through. And so I quickly pulled it back from the slot and thought, gee, I wonder if there's any more silver coins in here. And my Lodo coin collecting show was born. $71D. I can use that. I know this is terribly boring, but I'm just not feeling energetic or entertaining tonight. I'm doing the best I can with what I got, whatever that is. I got car wash quarters and a headache. I'm still fighting that sinus infection thing, as I discovered when I got out in the field today and was metal detecting. And I would bend over to dig something up, and my head was just bam, 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 bam. I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. Or as I told somebody earlier, it was like I had a click track going in my head. So I have called the doctor, who apparently is not open this week, but she says that she's checking messages, so hopefully maybe tomorrow someone will hear my plea and adjust my medication. Otherwise, they might have to adjust a different medication, because this is driving me nuts. Well, I have put quite a few in here. I got a couple more quarters to go. Mercy. I've dropped down to only 9 people. She's boring them to death over there. Yeah, a while back somebody told me my show wasn't exciting enough, and I don't know how to do that. I can't really do a song and dance or anything while I'm putting the coins in the book. My very first live stream, somebody turned me in for nudity. That was pretty funny. There was the only thing naked on that was my face. So I can get that, but yep. Okay, 1987. Oops, wrong book. Oops, a couple of my quarters fell out of the book. I didn't get pushed in. So let me see what fell out. 86D fell out. And what else fell out? 85P. Both of them out of the same row. Apply some pressure. Get in there. All right. Enough of that. Well, we made some progress. At some point, these will become giveaway items. If I don't beat them to death first. Oh, thank you, Marty. I appreciate that. Give me a few more view time hours. All righty. Get those bad boys out of the way. Let me take a little break from that. There we go. Whew. Alrighty. I don't know, Papa Giorgio. F-bombs, nudity. I don't know. Oh, and you forgot there was also assault, and I was beating that poor book into submission. So yeah, I got it all over here, folks. Got the F-bombs, got the nudity, got the assault. Yeah, we're getting ready for Christmas. That's what happens at a lot of people's houses for Christmas, unfortunately. That is really awful, but sadly, it's also true. My dad had bipolar disorder, but he also had post-traumatic stress disorder. But back then, that's not what they called it. Back then, they would say they had shell shock. Well, that was a pretty stupid name for it, but my dad could not get through a holiday without creating some kind of outrageous drama. So usually what would happen is we would open the gifts and us kids would haul butt and we'd go somewhere. I had this wonderful aunt who was about 4'8", weighed about 75 pounds. And she was my dad's sister. She wouldn't take his crap. She'd stand up to it. She'd be, yeah. I'm like, oh boy. I'm telling you, she was a brave lady. Oh yeah, assault with a hammer on a Mr. Washington. Yes, that is correct. I did. I beat him into submission. All right, last but not least, we have my personal National Park quarters folder. Which I have been trying to fill for, I think, since June. And it's still got a ways to go. This one has definitely been the hardest one to do. I'm still missing a lot of 2010 and 2011. And everything from 2015 through 17 are done. It's just a work in progress. And I've had offers from people to send me this coin or that coin, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it the way I did the state book and fill it out of the car wash. I had hoped to fill it by the end of the year, But since I started it in June, I figure a year will be next June. So we will keep going. Susie Q killed Mr. Washington in the study with a hammer. The new coin clue game. Ooh, good one, Papa. Good one. All right, let me get this scope up here and see if we can find any quarters in this mess that'll go into this book. That's funny. Mr. Microscope. There we are. I always got to remember to check my... Doggone it. What has happened here? Yeah, got to definitely check those mint marks. And then we got to check everything else. I know I don't need that one. I don't know if I need that one or not. No, I need the D on that one. A lot of the ones I need are the D's and, of course, the W's. I never turn away a W. So what's everybody doing for Christmas or the holiday of their choice? I am going to my niece's house. And if the temperature is above 40, which I don't think it's going to be, but if the temperature is above 40, there is one part of her yard I have not metal detected yet. And I might have to do that to walk off all the food. Yeah, I made a Christmas list, and I knew my relatives were going to look at it and, what is that? You know, one of the things on it was snake skins, orange snake skins. Now, my family did not know what that was. I don't know if any of you know what that is. But I thought, gee, that's an inexpensive gift. That would cost less than $20. Surely somebody would get me that. They didn't even know what it was. My sister was like, ew, I don't like snakes. No, really, she didn't. But I can envision somebody saying that. Oh, well. Someone sent me some money. I may buy my own snake skins for Christmas. For those of you who don't know what they are coverings that go over the cables on your metal detector to protect the cables from getting damaged while you're going through weeds and bushes and so forth. But they also just look really cool. I particularly want some orange ones. Yay! We just got a coin that we could use. 2018 D. Cumberland that finished off 2018. I know I saw somebody new come in while I was running my yappity yap. Hi, Mike. How are you? Drummond Detect. I think I mailed you a package today. Or maybe last week. I don't know. I have lost my grip on all these packages. I have 3 left to mail out that are from last week. They're not going out until after the beginning of the year, because right now the Postal Service has got these expanded rates going on. In other words, they're sucking money out of people for the holidays. So after that rate drops back down, then I will mail all these Plus, these same people might win something in the 12 days of Christmas. That's starting on Christmas Day. So I might as well just hold on to them. It's kind of like the same deal that some of the other channels are doing it too. Raven Hawk is calling his nests. You put your stuff in the nest and he'll send it to you at the end of the month. And it's kind of like that. I have told people for the last couple months that I'll only mailing out once a month, because first of all, I don't like to go to the post office with our COVID rate right here in this town. And also because I only get paid once a month. I'm good, Mike. How are you? Oh, excuse me. So, you know, I am slow in getting my items sent out, but you get your items and you get exactly what you're supposed to get. I try to give away the best things I can afford to give away as an old lady on Social Security. And I have people like Handy Andy who send me little boxes of things. Ed Booth has sent me boxes of things. I'm sure a couple other people have that I then have an opportunity to have some things to give out. One of the things I wanted to do next year, and it's really only like 6 or 7 weeks from now, it doesn't look like I'm going to get to, just simply for a money reason and also a COVID reason, is go to Florida Hunt 7 and go metal detecting on a massive piece of property that but I don't see it happening. I've got the car reserved just in case, but I calculated it out, and even if there was not the fear of COVID, it would cost me about $600 to make that trip. And as much as I want to go, it's not looking like something that's gonna happen. Ooh, this one's grubby, but I gotta look at it just in case. Now, one thing I've never found a silver one of these in the car wash. We're down to the last 3. Doesn't look like we're going to get any W's tonight. Yeah, I got that exact same problem here, Mike. And none of them want to wear masks. It just, you know, we have enclosed hallways like you would have in a motel. It's not like you go out the door and you're outside. We have a lot of shared communal areas here, like the laundry room, the community room, the lobby where the mailboxes are. Yep. And they just don't understand. And what I don't get is this is senior housing. So pretty much everybody here is high risk. Why, if you are high risk, would you want to run around a building where you know for an absolute 100% fact there are multiple people with coronavirus? Why would you do that? Well, didn't get anything in my book, but I sure tried. Well, actually, I think I did get one. So, but, yeah, I've been trying to dodge it too. I go shopping when I have to go. I I try to go really early in the morning when the stores are less crowded. Unfortunately, today I had no choice but to go to the post office, and it was jam-packed. I went through the drive-through at the bank, which was also jam-packed. Oh, excuse me. Ah, goodness. I need something. I need a nap is what I need. Then I went metal detecting, but there was nobody where I was. I saw one person, and they were, all the way on the other side of the ball field from where I was. I was detecting over around a ball field that's not being used right now to see if there was anything under the bleachers and that kind of thing. I think somebody else has already beat me to that one. But anyway, I still have 10 people in here. That's pretty amazing. So you know what? To those 10 people that stayed, I'm just going to tell you that one of the prizes that's going to be in that thing might be an ASC. I'm not going to promise you, but there may be an ASC involved in the 12 Days of Christmas. So you need to, if you've got your notifications set, you need to be keeping an eye on them, because either tomorrow or Wednesday, I will have the video up talking about how the 12 Days of Christmas are going to work and what you may or may not win. I'm going to cut this a little bit short tonight. Kellen, you are a sick piece of work. Oh, you are a piece of work, Mr. Kellen. One of these days, somebody's going to smack you, boy. Oh, you are bad. Anyway, guys, I'm going to try and keep this short tonight because I've kind of had a rough day. I had a death in the family, which we talked about at the beginning. And even though I was not at all close with this person, it was just the whole traumatic event of it was pretty weird. And I'm kind of sick. So I didn't get any extra coins at the bank. They were being tight-fisted. So I don't have any extra things to search. And I need a nap. So who all is on tonight besides me? I know 7 o'clock is Baseman 64. I don't know who else is running their stuff tonight, but I like the Baseman. You can go over there and tell him I sent you. I also like the videos that he makes playing the bass. I learned a couple of songs watching him. I learned Peg by Steely Dan from watching his videos. So I remember when he first started out, people would call him Bass Man because they thought it was a fish thing. And we're like, no, it's bass, like bass guitar. So anyway, I think there's a couple people on right now. And I know he's coming on Storm and CA's on late. He's on past my bedtime. I usually try to go in and stir up some grief. And those of you who go to Storm and CA's channel and you don't know the whole deal, the whole Betty White thing started with me. Actually, it started with the telephone guy, who one night on a live stream, I was cracking it was late night and we were cracking some jokes that were off color, and he nicknamed me the Betty White of the coin community. And so sometimes when I'm over there, Storm and CA refuses to put me on the wheel as Susie Q96. He always puts me on the wheel as Betty White. So if you see Betty White on the wheel, besides the fact that that's usually the first person that gets kicked off, and how that whole thing started was I was the first person that got kicked off the first wheel. So, yep. I'm nearly famous on the Storm and CA channel, but he's on so late. Oh, and I'm so old and tired. I fall asleep during his. One night, I think I actually made it for the whole stream. I'm not sure. I think I did. But my favorite moderator, Handy Andy 736, is a mod over there as well. So you go over there and check them out. And I think I'm going to check out some dinner and some sleep. And I'm sure I overdid it today by going out metal detecting, but like I said, I knew this was the last good weather day for at least 2 weeks. So it was 48 degrees and 1 mile an hour wind. Tomorrow it's going to be 28 degrees and 40 mile an hour wind. So no, little Susie not going to be out there doing any detecting in that. No. Anyway, if I do not see you before Christmas, you better check in on Christmas Day for sure. It'll be Christmas evening, actually, after all of the hoopla is done. And that's when we're going to start the 12 days of Christmas giveaway. So I'm going to go. I thank all of you for being here and putting up with my insanity. This wasn't a particularly exciting adventure, but it was an adventure nonetheless. And Handy Andy says it's nap time. He needs a nap before he does his moderating over on the Stormin channel. So everybody have a great Christmas. And don't forget, I'm on Wednesday night at 6 as well with my metal detecting stuff. And then we'll be on Christmas night. So by then, everybody will know that they didn't get what they asked for, and their kids will have all thrown tantrums because Santa didn't bring the batteries for the toys, and all of that stuff is going to happen. So we'll see y'all later. Thank you again for being here. I certainly appreciate every one of you coming, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.